Welcome back to the channel. My name is Thomas Fletcher and I'm the host of both the LCSW network and the Military Social Work Network. If you're new to both of my channels, please do me a favor by smashing that like button, by subscribing to the channel, and by sharing this video with your social work colleagues and friends. The purpose of both of these channels is to create a community of hope and support where social workers can come for relevant news, information, and inspiration. Well, welcome back to Ask a Military Social Worker. So in today's show, I am responding to a question from a viewer named Lisa Tari. And forgive me if I'm mispronouncing your name. The viewer asked, I'm in my MSW program now and want to join after I finish my LMSW. Could I get my clinical hours towards my LCSW if I get supervision from an LCSW in the Army? All right, Lisa Atari, or Les Atari, thank you for the question. So here we go. There's the basic answer. I think there's more than one answer to this, but I think the first answer that I will give is there is a program in the Army called SWIP, Social Work Internship Program, that you can apply for. I will leave a link to that program in this video. And I will also leave a link to a previous video that I made about the SWIP program, where I go a little bit more in depth. But in general, the SWIP program is a 26-month program. It's an active duty program. People that get accepted into this program will be serving on one of at least 13 active duty military treatment facilities. You will be working under an uniform LCSW, and there's different focuses that you get experience in. You get experience in behavioral health, family advocacy program, inpatient behavioral health, and social work leadership and management. I think those are the four concentrations where you get experience. And all this experience you will get that will make you eligible. You'll be able to get your hours for towards taking the LCSW exam. Okay, so that's the basic answer. My secondary answer is if for whatever reason you're not eligible for the SWIP program, I would suggest that you apply for a GS9 position in the Department of Veterans Affairs, where you can also get your clinical hours for your LCSW, and at the same time you can join the military. Specifically, you can join the reserves, and you can join as Medical Service Corps officer. That would be a 70 Bravo series. Okay, and so you could do both. You have two options. At the very least, you have two options. Again, the first option is you can apply for, and hopefully you'll get accepted into the social work internship program in the U.S. Army. Again, where you would be working. It's basically a 2-year residency, and there are service requirements that you would have to fulfill after finishing this program, after finishing this internship program. So that's the first answer. And again, the second answer is, again, if you're not eligible for the SWIP, you could apply for a GS9 position as a social worker in the Department of Veterans Affairs. You could get your clinical hours for supervision from an LCSW in the Department of Veterans Affairs. And at the same time, you could join either the Army National Guard or the U.S. Army Reserves as a 70 Bravo, again, which is Medical Service Corps officer. Okay, and then once you get your LCSW, you could join the reserve component of either the Army National Guard or the U.S. Army Reserves, again, as a social worker. Okay. There is another kind of inside tip that I received from speaking with a leader in the social work internship program, which I had never heard before. But there is also an opportunity if you are a service member in the Army National Guard, you could apply for the SWIP program and get your clinical hours by working as a social worker in the Department of Veterans Affairs, and they would sign off on your hours. So that's another opportunity. But again, you would have to apply. You would, as a service member in the Army National Guard, you would have to apply for and be accepted into the SWIP program. So you would still need to be found eligible within the SWIP program, and then you would be able to get your clinical hours with an LCSW at the Department of Veterans Affairs. All right. So I hope that was helpful to you. I want to thank you, Lisa Atari, or Les Atari, for your questions, and I would encourage other prospective social workers, please keep sending me your questions. I love seeing them, and I love having the opportunity to answer them. All right, so I'm going to stop right there, but I want to thank you all for watching this video. For all the social workers and other licensed mental health professionals, thank you for the work that you do every day, for your clients, for your agency, and for the profession. Please continue to support each other and yourselves. Bye for now.